Red alert, red alert, red alert. It's wartime. But this war is not between countries or human beings. This war is with the invisible. The enemy appears to be very small in size and in strength, but it's the strongest enemy mankind has ever faced, because this enemy attacks from within and not from outside. How funny! Human beings who call themselves the most intelligent species cannot even defend their own body. Hands tied, mouth sealed with a mask, feet tied, nowhere to go. Total slavery. Every human being is a soldier now. He's forced into an unwanted war with the invisible enemy who has breached his security and entered into his so-called unbreachable fortress of body. Yes, you guessed it right. Here I am today to speak on the topic which was most awaited for essays and which is running through the mind of every individual nowadays. That is the COVID-19 pandemic. So, on October 31st, 2020, there have been almost 45 million confirmed cases of COVID-19, including 1 million plus deaths reported to WHO, that is the World Health Organization. So what is COVID-19 pandemic? Coronavirus or COVID-19 is a large family of viruses that cause illness. The novel coronavirus, novel means new, is a new strain of viruses that has been identified in humans so far. Coronavirus outbreak was first reported in Wuhan, China on 31st December 2019. Before reading in detail about the impact, let's first study about coronavirus. Okay, so we were talking about pandemic. What is a pandemic? A pandemic is defined as an epidemic occurring worldwide or on a wide area, usually affecting a large number of people. The novel coronavirus, that is the COVID-19 cases, have been confirmed in a large number of countries, due to which the World Health Organization has characterized COVID-19 as a pandemic. COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. Most infected people will develop mild illness and recover without hospitalization. Most common symptoms are fever, dry cough, tiredness. Less common symptoms are aches and pains, sore throat, diarrhea, conjunctivitis, headache, loss of taste or smell, a rash on skin, etc. But I would like to mention a fact about COVID-19. Yes, I agree that it is highly transmissive, but it is not highly lethal. Human beings have come across a lot of pandemics in the history of mankind, and they have made it through. So you can just protect yourself and others around you by knowing the simple facts and taking proper precautions. To prevent the spread of COVID-19, clean your hands often. Use soap, water or alcohol-based hand rub, that is sanitizers. Maintain a safe distance from anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Wear a mask when physical distancing is not possible. Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth too often. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Stay at home if you feel unwell. If you have fever, cough and difficulty in breathing, seek medical attention soon. If your life was a movie and COVID-19 was the villain, then you can picturize the masks to be your hero. Masks can help prevent the virus from the person wearing the mask to others. But every hero is incomplete without a heroine. Same way, masks alone cannot protect you against COVID-19. The heroine of your movie is physical distancing or social distancing and hygiene. Follow the advice provided by your local health authorities. Because to date, there are no specific vaccines or medicines for COVID-19. Treatments are under investigation and will be soon tested through clinical trials by the World Health Organization. Self-care is the most important thing here. If you feel sick, you should rest, drink plenty of fluid, eat nutritious food, stay in a separate room from other family members and use a dedicated bathroom. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces. Everyone should have a healthy lifestyle at home. Maintain a healthy diet, sleep, stay awake, and make social contact with loved ones through phone or internet only. Some people feel that it is the way of nature to take revenge on human beings. Humanity has always wounded Mother Earth, but now it's her time to strike back. It is very necessary to balance the over-increasing population, and that's why I feel that it started from China, which is the most populated country in the world. Everything needs a balance, and human population too. Overcrowding has disturbed the ecosystem very badly. Deaths are not something to celebrate, but this annihilation is perhaps necessary to restore the balance. The industrial disasters at Fukushima and Chernobyl have added new clouds of radiation to the atmospheric remnants of open-air nuclear weapons testing. Our oceans have become carbonized with atmospheric oxides, while declining populations of sharks, whales, seabirds, and fish have been replaced by growing gobs of floating plastic waste. Our drinking water is contaminated with lead, mercury, and lethal legacy of PFAS and other forever chemicals. Earth is breathing in relief. Man at its knee, size of the enemy does not really matter. Nature is the king, the ruler, and the controller. It's the karma of humans that invites viruses like COVID-19. COVID-19 has already tied our hands to sanitizers and feet are limited to remain inside. It's nature's way of telling human beings to stop all the activities and sit down and introspect. Calm down. It's time to be calm. Now let's see the funny side or the funny effects of COVID-19. For the people who don't like socialization, hiding in the house is the best thing that ever happened to them. No outside food, so moms are also happy. Watching husbands wash the floor or utensils is the funniest thing they have ever witnessed in their life. And students are happy because they are hoping to be promoted the whole year. No studies, no exams, no worries. All the lazy people out there are happy since they don't need to find excuses for not going to the gym. No unwanted social gatherings. No rude relatives. Nothing. People can also learn anything they have been postponing for like years since they were busy. I know many of my friends started learning music and dance. Few people started learning two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers. Some even started reading all the books they ever wanted to read. Some are still catching up with the movies and serials they missed so far. And a big thanks to our country's doctors, policemen, sweepers, NGO workers and their volunteers who are working hard day and night to protect the people from the spread of coronavirus. Many people lost their lives. Many lost their jobs. Some lost near and dear relatives or bread earners of the family. Daily wagers and low-income groups are the most affected in this period. No medicines are available, and so the only prevention is boosting the immunity as far as possible. Students' exams are postponed or cancelled, adding to their stress. Business came to a standstill. Air travel was banned. Even interstate travel was banned. There are almost 45 million confirmed cases as of now, and the number is still increasing. People overcame the issues using various tools and techniques. It was made mandatory to wear masks all the time in public places. Work from home was encouraged. Social distance was enforced. Study from home online or offline modes were the only way for students. Public gatherings were banned. People used Zoom meetings and Microsoft meetings to get together virtually. So in this situation, what are the things that we can do to help the people around us? We can feed a hungry poor family near us. We can donate money to the COVID research and vaccine development. We can donate money for the people of COVID-19 patients who are being treated at distant norms and hospitals. We can make sure those who are isolated, quarantined during COVID-19 should get all the basic essential necessities like food, shelter, and whatever is required. We should always keep in mind that we are fighting with the virus and not with our people. They need our support the most. Also, social distancing means that we are distancing from the virus, not from the people. Make use of latest technology and tools intelligently and keep in touch with these people. They really need your support. Hundreds of people volunteered to be infected with coronavirus so that the vaccine is found to end the COVID-19 pandemic. The outbreak has impacted every one of us. The black swan that we are witnessing right now in front of our eyes has affected our lives in multiple ways. I sincerely hope that the crisis will be over soon without much loss of human life and guide us towards a better future. The scare of COVID-19 can easily be compared to Gabbar of Sholay. Everyone knows the famous dialogue of the most iconic movie, Sholay, wherein one scene, Gabbar Singh narrates a story in which a mother tells her child, "So ja beta, warna Gabbar aa jayega." He, by saying this, wanted to threat everyone that he is the supreme power and anyone cannot speak against him. If someone dares to speak against him, he will be killed. Similarly, nowadays if you want to chain someone to your house and not roam outside freely, you should just utter the magic mantra, "Bahar mat ja beta, warna corona ho jayega." And he will spring back inside the house like a startled cat. Okay, so jokes apart. Because of COVID-19, we are living like slaves. We can neither walk freely nor talk freely. Living life in isolation and full of fear. However, we must believe in ourselves, come together and keep fighting our war with COVID-19. And one day we'll surely succeed. This situation reminds me of a song which is completely relatable. So let's sing it together. I'm sure you all must be knowing this famous song called "We Shall Overcome." So let's begin. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll walk in hand, walking hand in hand. We'll walk in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we are not afraid someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we are not afraid someday. We are not alone, we are not alone, we are not alone someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we are not alone someday. The whole wide world around, the whole wide world around, the whole wide world around someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe the whole wide world around someday. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Really thank you for your patient listening. If you like my video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestions regarding this video, please do not forget to mention it in the comment box below. Thank you so much.